we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, we are live. Welcome to another edition of Box Seats. I'm your host for this evening, White Chocolate, filling in for Frank Holder. This is a show where we talk sports with comedians. And so without further ado, let's start bringing them in. Get things kicked off. We are going to start with Howie Bizzell. Howie, how you doing, buddy?
What's up with your good brother? How you doing, White Chocolate?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. Nobody listens when you complain. It doesn't work.
Not at all.
All right. Next in the building, we have Maurice Smith. Mo, how you doing, buddy?
Was you complaining? Because I wasn't listening.
No, I don't have an early start on the complaints.
All right.
No complaints. I can't complain.
All right. What's going on, y'all?
What up, though?
Everybody's good. All right. Next we have D Jones. D Jones is in the house. D Jones, how you doing, buddy?
Detroit basketball. It starts tonight, baby. We're going to win the East. Put that on my mama. People don't even put stuff on their mama no more.
Last but not least, we have filmmaker Jason Hayes in the building. Jason, how you doing?
What it do, fellas?
What up, though?
All right, let's get started. We got a lot to talk about. Let's kick things off. Let me fix this first real quick. And here we go. Top stories today. Since we had the NBA start yesterday, we'll start with that. And let's get you guys' thoughts on the OKC Thunder beating the Houston Rockets in overtime. As you guys know, I do another show with Frank for Boston Sports, so I did not see any basketball. I was watching the Bruins play the Florida Panthers, but that's another story. So you guys probably saw what was going on here. So I do know that it was a thrilling game, and we'll get to the numbers in a minute. But Howie, up first. Let's get your thoughts on this thrilling opener to the start of the NBA season.
Yeah, I didn't see the game, but I saw some highlights. But hey, man, that's a telltale sign of what's to come. I love it. I love it, man. If this is going to be this tight, if this is a sign, of what's to come, the things are going to be this tight. I love it, man. I love every second of it, bro. I'm here for it all.
All right, very good. Let's get Mo's thoughts. Mo, what do you think about the season kicking off like this?
Yeah, I caught a lot of the end of it. I caught the overtime. Man, listen. I'm glad the NBA is back, especially since the Giants ain't shit and the Yankees weren't shit. I'm glad the NBA is back. Hopefully the Knicks do some good shit, or else all this is just some bullshit.
All right, D Jones, what's your thoughts on season kicking off yesterday?
Oh, man, it was a great game. If Chet Holmgren plays like this the whole year and don't get, because he thin as paper, but Chet was going at KD last night, man. It was some good basketball. They wasn't shooting 5,000 3-pointers a game. It was a close game, and them might be the two best teams in I want to say the AFC, the Western Conference. The Western Conference.
That's that football brain.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right, Jason, let's get your take on what's going on here with this NBCA season kicking off.
Last night's games, I think, was indicative of like what we've been talking about leading up, just talking about like what we expect. Like we all expected OKC to be good. We all expected Houston to be good. So just seeing how that game played out, that's what we expected to see. And honestly, the only difference in the game between Houston winning and losing, I think, was OKC had the home court advantage. Other than that, they could have gone either way, and I think Houston would have won that game, to be honest.
All right, very good. Let's move on to next game. Let's see where to go right here. The Warriors hung on to beat the Lakers 110-109. I'll give you a half a rundown here. The Lakers try to rely on Luka Doncic in LeBron James's absence. He scored 43 points, and Austin Reeves got 26. Except they were horrible from three. Luka was only 2 for 10 from three, and Austin Reeves was 1 of 5. and as a team, they shot 25%. So, Howie, let's get your thoughts on Golden State. They had a lead, 17-point lead. They blew it, and then they rallied at the end to pull it off. What do you think?
Yeah, but Luca balled out though. I think he had like 40 points and something else. Like he balled out. He almost had close to a triple double. I know he had a double double, I think. But he balled out, man. Yeah, 3-pointers, they wasn't really doing much. But Golden State showed me something. You know what I'm saying? That they really are actually back in the mix. You know, if they can continue to play like that, man, Steph Curry playing like he just never, left off. You know what I mean? Just he still lights out, man. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was a matter of the Lakers not doing well or the Golden State Warriors just being the better team. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more of that. You know what I'm saying, than anything.
All right, Mo, what's your take on Golden State? Do you think that they're back to their old selves a little bit?
Well, I'm not going to say that, man, because we got a top five, and part of that is part of my top five. I think they good, but I don't think they can sustain the season.
Okay. D. Jones. Jimmy Butler had 31 points, and Steph Curry had 23. What do you think about them?
I watched this game because I had money on it, and sidebar, I would have won $700 had Luka hit 2 more threes. But Jimmy Butler had 15 free throws. So half of his points came off the free throw line. The crazy part was Steph Curry wasn't really doing Steph Curry things. It was in the third quarter, Kuminga. He was a go-to guy in the third. I was like, wow, they kept giving the ball. He was hot. Then Buddy Hield came in and got hot. And then Steph kind of cleaned it up. But it was just they played as a team. The Lakers are in trouble because DeAndre Ayton is trash. He was just sitting there looking stupid, like he didn't know what to do. He wasn't playing defense. They was going at it. And Luka had to do everything. Luka was unstoppable last night. Had he had LeBron or just somebody to help him, it would have been a lot closer than what it was because they was down 16, and Reeves don't play no defense either. And if he not hot, his game is pretty. He got hot for about 2 or 3 minutes, but really it was Luka versus the world last night. And I'm not a Luka fan, but man, he was amazing last night.
Well, let me ask you something because I do listen to you guys. There was a bunch of talk about how much weight he lost and the fact that he can't play D. Did you notice any pickup in his defense yesterday, or is he still the same turnstile?
No. He actually I can't say he was playing no tough defense, but he was kind of keeping up with Steph sometimes. When they switched it, he was kind of keeping up. I can't say it was great defense, but he and Steph had a block, which was crazy. But yeah, he looked better at the size he had. But it looked like he might have tweaked something at the end of the game. He came down a little wrong.
Yeah, I saw that.
Limping a little bit. So they haven't said nothing, but yeah.
All right, Jason, let's get your thoughts on these two teams here.
One team is really old. Another team is old, right? So they got to get these dubs early. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think Golden State, is. I mean, they're not going to be a contender, man. They're just too old, man. To compete, for an entire 82-game season. As for the Lakers, they're not going to be able to win playing the way that they played last night because Luka was the only player outside of Austin Reeves who had double-digit shot attempts. Luka took 27 shots. He went 2 of 10 from 3. That's not winning basketball. As a matter of fact, I would argue that's the type of basketball that made Nico get up off of him in Dallas. Because the only way you can win championships is going to be if you figure out how to incorporate everybody else on that team and make everybody else better. For all the talk people think that Luka is this kind of pure shooter. That's one of the knocks that I have on Luka, in that he's not a consistent shooter. He's a volume shooter. So I mean he's a scorer. I mean he's not a knockdown shooter from any spot on the floor, to be honest. He can make tough shots, and he gets credit for that. But in terms of Lakers being able to win, if they got to rely on Luka taking 27, 30-some shots a game, they're going nowhere fast.
Won't that change, though, when LeBron comes back? He won't get 27 shots with him there. He'll get maybe 20.
I mean, that may change, and the team will be better because LeBron actually shares the ball, and tries to get his teammates rolling. But the way Luka needs to play basketball, to beat Luka, you can't win with that. Like, Luka has to become a different kind of player. One, he got to get more consistent, like in terms of his shooting. But two, he got to be a better assist person. James Harden is a prime example of somebody who was a volume shooter who figured out how to kind of flip it, when the scoring kind of went down to be more of an assist guy. Luka needs to play more like what the new James Harden is. Otherwise, the Lakers are going to get spanked consistently this season.
But Jay, they the same player to me. They
play Harden and Luka?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, they are.
They the same player.
Yeah, they are for sure. Except Harden is a better shooter than Luka. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a volume shooter, but at least Harden can knock down consistently open shots. Luka cannot knock down open shots consistently. He's like a career 30-point 3-point shooter. That's not great. But in people's minds, they think he's a better shooter than what he actually is.
I don't like neither one of them, but he was.
Yeah, me either. I'm with you on that. I would not want to play with either one of those dudes.
All right, let's move along to the next topic. It appears there's a new rule in the NCAA where G League players are now eligible. And there's a little bit to it. I didn't quite decipher it all. But it has to do with them not fully declaring for the draft. And it has something to do with that. And there's a couple other stipulations. I didn't get the whole thing because I was trying to find the article and I couldn't find it. All I could find was that two former G League players recently committed to playing Division I schools, and Michigan State coach Tom Izzo is not happy. He says that most of his people knew nothing about it, and he's not real excited with the NCAA or whoever's making these decisions without talking to us. He thinks they're afraid they're going to get sued. One of the guys is London Johnson. He became eligible to play college basketball at Louisville. I couldn't find the other guy, but Howie, let's get your thoughts on these G League guys being able to come back into the NCAA and play college basketball after being gone. This guy's been gone for 3 years, and now he's eligible to play. What do you think?
Yeah, this is weird. This is weird right here. So, did they already go to college?
No, not always.
Okay. So these particular people, in these two guys in general, do we know if they went to school or not?
I do not.
Not yet. Okay. Well, let's just say that they didn't. If you never went to college, then okay, I can somewhat see that. But then again, it's still cheating because you went to the NBA level and now you go back. It seems like it's some cheating there. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you went to college and now you can still go back to college and play, I don't know about that. This don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like, something about this is fishy to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what kind of deal the NCAA was working out with the NBA, but I don't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound right, bro.
All right, Mo, what's your take on the G League guys being able to come back into the NCAA?
Sound like you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and you ask me for a favor. That's what it sound like went down. That's what it sound like that went.
I mean, that's crazy.
I can't see it. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, how do you? I understand if you didn't go to college, like how he said, but it's like, I guess the NCAA are like, hey man, we lose a lot of guys. You gotta bring us something in return. We give you all these things and glamorifications, and yet and still, you don't kiss the ring. So I think the NCAA want their ring kiss.
Interesting. D. Jones, what's your take on these guys coming back?
Hey, listen, if I'm 19, 20, and I was in the G League, and then some college wanted to pay me some NIL money, and I get to talk to these college girls. Hey man, I'm about to enroll.
Let's go.
Give me some money in these classes.
Give me them ad drop slips.
I'm there. I ain't mad at it. Hey, what up? Higher education.
All right, Jay, let's get your take.
I mean, it actually makes sense though. You know, if you think about it, college NIL money is more than the professional money. You know, like WNBA players take a pay cut to leave college to go play WNBA. Huge pay cut. Yeah, I mean, just put it on the women's level. But you got to think about it like this: the way college athletics worked previously was there were so many things that you couldn't do if you were a scholarship player, a scholarship athlete. You couldn't have a job. You couldn't do certain things over the summer. You know, you weren't allowed, to do this. You couldn't take a ride. From a coach. You couldn't. I mean, it's all kind of crazy stuff. Well, NIL has changed all of that. And they used to say that professional players couldn't play because they were amateurs. They weren't paid. Well, now they're paid. And once you enroll, they give you 5 years to play 4 years of athletics. That's the rule. So even if, let's say it was a person who had a solid freshman year, they decided, to turn pro, go to the NBA, they got drafted, they weren't good enough, for the NBA roster, so they got relegated, to the G League, and they still need development. Well, if they're not good enough to be in the NBA, then why be in the G League if you can go make more money back in college? Like what D was saying. And they still got, 4 more years to play 3 years of eligibility. So to me, it just seems like a logical conclusion because they're not technically amateurs anymore. They're all compensated to the tune of millions of dollars, in some cases. So to me, if you can't play in the NBA and you're in the G League, which is basically like the CVA, with an NBA logo on it, then why not go back, play a better brand of ball, go to school, get your degree possibly, and then run it back later on. But everybody's not a pro player,
But let me say this though. You kind of so now we can go and we can try or get even drafted or even play or whatever for a professional team. We're not good enough to play, so we go to the G League. We're not going to go to G League, and we can go back to college. That just seems like that's a cheating move because, and I'm not talking about from a financial. Everything you're saying about the financial part makes sense, but it's just like once you go pro and then you go back, it just feels like you're taking advantage. You would be taking advantage of the situation and probably giving your team an upper hand in a lot of different ways. I just think there's something about this that don't sit right with me. I get you can go back to college and get your degree and do that anytime, but getting to the pro level and then going backwards and saying now I can go to college. Because I don't compare those deals with NIL. I don't compare that to them playing on a pro level. They're getting money, but that still ain't being a pro just because they're getting that money. These people have played with other professionals. You know what I'm saying?
But
they
the
can't.
G League like semi-pro. That's not
but they made a point though that you could be in the pro and then digress to G and then digress once again to NCAA if I'm not correct. So I'm just saying that, but even if you just with the G, it just don't sit right with me. It just seems like it's taking advantage. It's like a loophole or something they try to take advantage of. It don't sit right.
No, but Howie, you're conflating. I think two things that don't have anything to do with each other. It's not Jason Tatum going back to college. It's not Paolo Banchero going back to college. It's dudes that. In some instances, weren't even drafted. They just left college early, hoping to get drafted, and they missed the NBA vote, and now they find themselves in the G League, which is by definition a developmental league. It ain't even necessarily. It's pro basketball because they get paid, but college athletes make more money than they make. So if you got a chance to say, okay, I thought I was ready for the league, now I know I'm not ready for the league. So now leaving early isn't a catastrophic decision for you career-wise now, because it used to be that once you left, you could never come back. No, so let's say you Kwame Brown, and you come out. I mean, no, I can't say him, not Kwame Brown.
It's almost like
Right.
the Thompson twins. How the Thompson twins was in the G League, and maybe they wasn't gonna get drafted early, and was like, you know what? Let's go to college. Maybe it'll work out better from there. That's how I take
Right. I mean, yeah, D, that's how I'm seeing it too. Because like sometimes you're not ready for the league, but the way that it was like once you declare to be a pro, you forfeited all amateur rights. Now I can understand
I
that.
think it should be like that still.
No, it shouldn't be, because college players get paid now. Because the difference between amateurism and professionalism.
So don't give up your.
But Howie,
So don't make
Howie,
yourself eligible for any type of draft.
Howie.
You know what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying? I'm with you. I agree. So my thing is, okay, so don't make yourself eligible to become pro. Stay in that position. You know what I'm saying? And say, all right, I'm gonna stay in school. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I can get better deals or what have you. But once you declare yourself, like I'm going pro, and you do all that, I just don't think you should come back. That's all.
We can disagree on that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to disagree on that. But what I'm saying is this. Some kids, I tell my kids all the time, man, I mean, look, at some point, you got to learn to take good advice, right? Well, sometimes young kids make bad decisions because they took bad advice. And now if they take bad advice and they jump into the league and they find out, well, damn, you know what, I'm really not ready. They try to tell me I ain't listen. Their lives ain't over now. They're not relegated to the G League where they're not even ready for that. And then all of a sudden, they out of basketball altogether. At least now, there's a way for them to work themselves back into a college situation and develop on a college campus, probably get more compensation, because the college game needs it too. Once they leave, the college game is losing stars, and people who are tuning into college game to watch these dudes play. It's mutually beneficial for both leagues. The NBA can't use them, and college can. TV contracts are going to be paid in the billions of dollars no matter what. It makes sense from a synergistic position to allow dudes to go back and make money for everybody and for themselves.
I got it. And I get all that. But at first, but my first thought was, well, I think I heard you say like a dude could have played on an NBA roster and then got demoted to the G League, and then he could go back and do college too. That was initially what I thought you were saying. But I get what you're saying. If somebody never did anything on a professional level, see, but then it's still a little sticky still with you going to the G League and playing, because you could potentially be playing alongside people that have been playing with these stars. So it's like you still benefiting from an athletic and a knowledge point of view from the game. I think that's where I'm coming from more than the financial part.
If you're good enough to play in the NBA, you ain't going back to college. There's no need to do that.
On this topic.
Word up.
All right, listen, let me jump in here. All good points. I think that the main thing, my takeaway, is that these guys never declared for the draft at all, which allowed them to go to the G League, and which also allows them to come back in the NCAA. If they declare themselves eligible and they don't get drafted, then they can go to the G League, but they can't come back to the NCAA. And so, whoever made the point earlier that, listen, they're going to go to the G League and get money, but then they realize they can go back to college and get paid more. Everybody here would sign up for it. So I think that's
real quick, I looked up, this is what the AI overview said about the subject. It said a player who has played in the G League is now eligible to play college basketball thanks to a recent NCAA rule change. Previously, playing in the G League made a player ineligible for college, but the new rule allows former G League players to return to college, though they may need to sit out a year and can be subject to other NCAA regulations, such as the 5-year eligibility window. So it ain't just a cut. It's caveats and nuances to it.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that clarification. Let's move on. We'll move on to let's move on to the NFL. There's some news. There's some Max Crosby trade rumors going around now that the Raiders are 2-5. They reportedly told the Raiders told him that he would not be dealt despite the team's poor start. And wide receiver Jacoby Myers is still standing firm with his request to be traded because he's obviously not happy there. And he says, I'm a professional at the end of the day. I'm just trying to play good football. If I'm here, I'll play good football. If I'm not, I'll go there and play where I'm supposed to be. So, Howie, let's get your thoughts on should the Raiders be interested in trading Max Crosby if they're not going to go anywhere?
Yeah, of course. Bring him to the Lions. We need that. He'll help us get to that Super Bowl, baby. We need some of that defense. Come on with it. Yeah, get him out of there. What is he doing there anyway? Get out of there. We talked about this early in the season. I think, not us, but the Lions. I think there was rumors swirling around him. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody like him. Get him to a place where he can win right now. Get him out of there. Wasted talent right now, Vegas.
All right, well, what's your thoughts? Should the Raiders try to trade Max Crosby?
If they're gonna get a good package for him, I'm seeing to get some proven. I think before we talked about, we don't know what the picks will be, but if they're gonna get something solid, but he's solid. I don't know. That's like 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I don't know if I should scratch my head or scratch my ass on this one.
All right, D. Jones, what's your thoughts on the Raiders possibly squashing these trade rumors? Typically, what happens is the teams come out and squash them, and then the next thing you know, they're traded.
Yeah, I just seen some about him and Jacoby Myers. The Raiders need draft picks, so I would put a package and give both of those guys away. I just seen Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle. It's a couple cats with Brees Hall that they talking about in the trade rumors, but Max Crosby is a cold white boy. You hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know how many more years he got left, but a contender could use him like the Patriots.
That would be an unbelievable addition. All right, since you brought it up, let me ask Jay. I think in my lifetime, he's probably the best cold white boy on the defensive line since Howie Long, and I'm not kidding. What's your thoughts about him getting traded at the deadline?
Max Crosby is what we call CAP, C-A-P, a cold ass pilgrim. You hear me? So, but he's about the only thing of value that the Raiders have. And when you're that bad, you got a need for everything. So if he's an older player, he still has a lot of value right now. I don't know why you wouldn't trade him. I saw something, I read something briefly, the rumor mill was that Jerry Jones, somebody trying to trade for him. So, because Dallas needs a pass rusher. To me, it makes nothing but sense but to just trade him somewhere, get back some picks, get back a player or two or something like that, and just start from there because they are going nowhere fast, bro. So why not trade him? And hell, anybody else they want in Vegas. Hell, I'm trading showgirls. I'm trading anything at this point, bro. They need everything, bro.
All right. I just tried to look up his contract real quick. He signed a 3-year extension for $106 million. His contract runs through 2029.
That's low dough for DNs right now.
Yes. Sounds like a hometown discount. So, all right, let's move on to the next story. This is pretty interesting, and it's too bad Frank isn't here because he's in Pettyville. Let's talk about Sean Payton, the coach of Denver. And Russell Wilson drama. There's a little bit of drama going on there. Apparently, Sean Payton said that he was hoping that Russell Wilson would play for the Giants against Denver, and Russell Wilson put out some kind of tweet or something on social media and said, classless but not surprised. Didn't realize you're still bounty hunting 15 plus years later through the media with a bunch of laughs and hashtags. And so Russell Wilson probably not amused. Howie, what's your take on Russell Wilson throwing some jabs at Sean Payton?
Yeah, it's a little cat fight. You know what I mean? That's all that is. They had bad blood, man. So, You know, he just wanted to see him. Sean Payton took a little jab at him too. Say, hey, I thought he was going to play. You know what I mean? So that's So hey man, listen, man, it's a little cat fight. Don't really mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just mad at each other still over all this time, man. That's really all it is, bro. I don't make nothing to do about it. What they say, there's much to do about nothing. I don't make much out of this at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Russell Wilson is probably done anyway. I don't think what I'm saying, he's playing anymore. So no more
All right,
football
Cole,
news to him.
what's your take on this little spat here?
I mean, I'm glad Russell Wilson was able to throw something somewhere because it seemed he couldn't throw a football. So I'm just saying. He got to defend himself somehow. Soon, Sierra gonna make a song about the Broncos and tell me leave my man alone. That's what's gonna happen next.
All right, T. Jones, what do you think about this little love cat fight here?
First of all, I think the Broncos are going to curb stump the Giants. That's one. Two, and I do think Russell Wilson is a little lame, but I'm not mad at the clapback. I wouldn't have said then. I'd just post a picture of me and my wife. Like, now
Show me yours. Show me yours.
Yeah.
But that's all I got to say. Broncos by 12.
All right, hold on here. All right, Jay, you get the last word on the cat fight here.
Listen, I'm gonna take me and Howie and Mo back to our childhood. And Fat Albert, they had one of the greatest quotes in history. They said, Rudy, you like school in summertime. No class. Sean Payton has no class, bro. From the time he hit Denver, all he had was contempt and disrespect for Sierra's husband. You know what? I'm gonna call him Russell now because he clapped back. He done earned his name from me. He is no longer Sierra's husband now.
Today.
Russell never said anything, bro. He took it. Peyton did all. I mean, I think back, man, to like 2-3 years ago when Peyton was there and Russ wasn't playing well, and the things he was saying in press conferences about this man. This man never said nothing, man. Okay, I'm messing up, cool, but you don't just come at nobody like that needlessly. And even this press conference this past Sunday, whenever it was when he said it, he could have praised Jackson Dart, in the Giants without including Russell, like in a backhanded slap kind of way. So I'm happy Russ clapped back. I just would have appreciated more if he waited for the game and did what my coach Liam Cohen did to that client in San Francisco. He said, keep my name out your mouth. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Right.
Do it that way. Social media is one way, but then again, I'd have said it to his face. Stop talking about me, bro.
And you know what? It's kind of weird on Sean Payton's behalf to even mention him at all.
He's petty, bro.
That's weird.
No class. He like Rudy.
Yeah, you're right.
He like Rudy, bro.
All right. Let's move along to the top fives that we like to do here. Let's get rid of this. Let's move that out of the way. Whoops. Hold on. I'll get it right yet. Let's start with Howie. You're going to be up first. Let me do this. Give us all right. Just cooperate, please. Here we go. Give us the top 5 teams you think can dethrone the OKC Thunder. Boy, I can't talk today. I'm all tongue twisted. You think I was high or something?
Hey man, listen. Don't worry about it, man. It happens to the best of us, brother. Listen. I don't know. The West is stacked. I gotta have Dallas Mavericks on there though. You know what I'm saying, on my list.
Yes, sir.
Potentially a team that can dethrone them. Gotta have Dallas on there. Gotta have Minnesota Timberwolves on there as potential. Gotta have the Denver Nuggets on there. Got to, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they right there too. And, of course, you gotta have the Spurs in there. You know what I'm saying? You can never count them out. Of course, number one, Houston. And we saw, what happened last night. So those are my 5 teams that I believe have at least a chance to dethrone them boys.
All right, very good. Mo, you're up. Top 5 teams you think can dethrone the OKC Thunder.
All right, so I got Houston also. I got them at 5. At 4, I got the Dallas Mavericks. Reason why I got them at 4 because I'm not sold on Cooper Flag yet, and they all got to stay healthy. I'm just saying that's a hard task for a couple of them cats on that team. 3, I got Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? They almost took them down before. They might be able to come back and do it again. 2, reluctantly, I put Cleveland. I don't know. Spider never makes it 2 past the second round, but we're going to find out. And number 1.
Stop. Please stop.
All right. All right, very
That's
good.
a Knicks fan now, baby. That is a
T.
Knicks.
Jones, you're up. Top 5 teams you think can dethrone the OKC Thunder.
Number 1, I got Denver Nuggets. Joker. It's still Joker.
Yep.
2, Houston almost popped them last night. And they just not getting to know each other as a team. I got Cleveland. I got Ant Edwards in the Timberwolves. And I got who's going to come out the East, the Detroit Pistons. But how he did me like this?
Oh,
See, I thought we was only supposed to pick teams from the Western Conference. So I didn't know.
no, I thought dethrone meant the whole league.
I thought dethroned as in the West, but I think that's
No,
misinterpretation.
because if they make it to the finals,
Right.
Yeah, they can still be dethroned for sure.
Yep. All right. Jay, you're up.
Number 5 for me, I got the Denver Nuggets. Joker and Jamal Murray are dangerous, and they will forever be dangerous. Do not sleep. Number 4, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're talented enough. They're young enough. The coach is good enough. They caught some bad breaks last year. They got some bad injuries at the worst time possible. Number 3, I got the San Antonio Spurs. That's assuming that Wemby is healthy for the whole year. Because if he's healthy, bro, that paint shut down. I don't know what you're talking about after that.
Yep.
Number 2, I got the Dallas Mavericks. That team is loaded, man. If they're healthy and J. Kidd got their full arsenal, they can run through everybody. And number 1, the most dangerous team, they played them last night and they barely escaped them. The Houston Rockets. That team is young, hungry. They got a really good coach, and KD is a walking 30.
All right, very good. Let's move on to the next question. Howie, you're up. We're going to have top 5 teams that will not live up to expectations this upcoming NBA season.
You know what? That was a little tough because you never know how these things play out, man. But I had to put the Sacramento Kings on there. You know what I'm saying? And I know they just got Westbrook, but I don't think they're going to really be too much, man. We'll see. But I don't think they'll live up to probably what they're trying to do, at least this season. I hate to say it, but the Milwaukee Bucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know this. If Giannis and them over there I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What they're doing, but I don't know if they got the chemistry. I don't really think he wants to be there anymore. You know what I'm saying? I just think that I don't know if they can really do it. The Miami Heat. Great coach, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they can get there. I don't think they, the Lakers. As much as I like the Lakers, I just don't think that they can really, do too much. Especially depending on if LeBron's is hurt like this. And I don't know. This is last season. I don't see them really making too much noise. And of course, the Phoenix Suns, man, as good as they were a few seasons ago, I don't see them really getting back to that where they were.
All right. Mo, you're up. Top 5 teams will not live up to expectations this upcoming NBA season.
Well, number 5, I got Milwaukee. I got the Bucks. I don't think they're gonna be doing too good. Number 4, Atlanta Hawks. They think that Porzingis and Ice Trey. Nah, it's the Atlanta Hawks, and for some reason, basketball just don't survive down there. 3, Cleveland, like I said, man, Spider does good during the year, but when it's time to be in the playoffs, shit happens. Number 2, I got Golden State down there, not because I don't think they're good. I just think that there's some old bodies, and this is a long ass season for all them old bodies to survive and not get some injuries at the wrong time. And number 1, Philadelphia 76ers. They got all this talk and Cameron Embiid coming back and Paul George. Man, they gonna suck.
All right, very good. D. Jones, your top 5 teams that will not live up to expectations this upcoming NBA season.
I pick teams that's gonna be in the playoffs. They pick teams that might not even make the play in.
Ain't got no shot. I'm like, why? They ain't got no expectations on no
They
team.
pick some teams like what?
They expect to eat glizzies and drink beer.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but it's cool. Number 5, because my guy is alone. I got the Timberwolves. Like
He got Gobert, baby.
he by himself. Number 4, I got the Lakers. It's not really high expectations, but you assume Luke and LeBron, 2 of the greatest, but I don't see it happening. They ain't got nobody play defense. Number 3, I got Golden State. I think they just too old. Number 2, I got the Clippers. They loaded, but they got Chris Paul who hurt, Kawhi who hurt, James Harden beard older than me. And don't let him go to Atlanta or Houston. He won't make it to the game.
Oh, no, sir.
Yeah, and number 1, people thinking these cats is coming out the East, and I just don't trust them. They got the zestiest dude starting right now, and that's the New York Knicks. This is just not going to happen. They're too zesty in the middle.
All right, Jay, your turn. Top 5 teams will not live up to expectations this upcoming season. That was a
Shot fire, ain't it?
that's fine. I
Damn.
was just going to say that.
I'm catching a stray in Brooklyn. Damn. Number 5, I'm going OKC Thunder because they're defending world champs. So anything less than a championship, that's a disappointing season. And I don't think that they're gonna go. Listen, I don't think that they're gonna repeat this year. So I don't think that that they're gonna meet expectations of their fan base this year. Number 4, I'm going Golden State Warriors. They old AF, bro. How you gonna win a championship when 4 out of your 5 starters got AARP cards, man? I'm telling you, they got no shot with this. I mean, but their fan base is delusional. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking Latino, Donald Trump, MAGA supporting delusional. You know what I'm saying? They next level expecting stuff that ain't gonna happen. Number 3, Clippers. Every year, talented roster. If Kawhi is healthy, we can make a run. Let me tell you something. He ain't gonna be healthy this year either, bro. So y'all gonna be disappointed yet again, like you've been for the whole duration of the franchise. Number 2, listen, they might be showing up disappointed. New York Knicks fans, bro. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, so they're expecting NBA Finals this year and possibly championship. Well, what they're forgetting, Cleveland had a lot of injuries, so going to the playoffs. Indiana, kind of got lucky, but I mean, they're down this year. Orlando was still too young. So I don't think the Knicks are going to even get as far as they got last year. I'm just being honest about it. And number 1,
And they barely got by the Pistons.
barely. And number 1, I'm going Indiana Pacers because their fans are expecting them to be a really, really good team this year, even without Halliburton being there. And I'm telling you now, they ain't going nowhere.
All right, very good. Let's move on to the next top 5. We have top 5 foreign players to have a shot at the MVP this season. Howie, you're up first.
Well, I mean, they're all pretty much. Yeah, we all might have some of the same names on this probably list. But I got Giannis on here, even though I don't think the team's gonna be as good. Because these are foreign players. I got Luka. Doncic on there from Slovenia. Got him on there. You know what I'm saying? I got Nikola Jokic. I got him. I got SGA on there too. Shea Gilgeous Alexander. And my man, Victor Wembanyama. I think he going to pull it off. That's my man right there. I like him. That's my top 5.
All right, here we go. Mo, your top 5 foreign players to have a shot at the MVP this season.
All right, well, number 5, I got my boy OG Anunoby. Watch, he gonna surprise
I'm about to
everybody.
go. I'm gone.
Fire your weed man, bro. I done told you already. He's selling you shrooms over there. Mo is smoking weed, soaking PCP.
I just want to say this. Y'all said the same shit when I told you that the 49ers was going to have a winning record, too.
Oh, my God.
Season ain't even happened.
MVP. He's the 4th option on his team, bro.
Not this year. I'm telling you what, we got a new coach, new system, new Anunoby. And number 4,
shots a game.
I got Demonis Sabonis.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And number 3, I think this is going to be a sleeper. And honestly, I think if they would have went to the finals and won, he would have been the MVP, Pascal Siakam. Because he's going to have to do way more, and there's nobody going to be around him. Ain't no telling what the boy is bad. I don't care what y'all say. The boy is bad. That Joker, and until he gets knocked off, SGA. He's the reigning champ. Got to have more on there.
Okay, that's it.
OG Anunoby. Remember that name.
Stop it.
All right. D. Jones, your top 5 foreign players to have a shot at the MVP this season.
Hell, I might as well put Petrovic on here, and he did.
He got as much of a chance. It's a Drazen Petrovic.
Number 4.
Anybody?
So I got Petrovic.
He's been dead 35 years, bro.
I got Petrovic 5. Number 4. I'm going with the Joker.
Oh my God!
I'm going with Vic. Number 2, Luka, and number 1, SGA.
All right. I was gonna say Devin Shrimp.
He got a better chance too.
All right, Jay. Top 5 foreign players.
OG Anunoby. Remember that name.
He gonna get 10 points tonight.
Oh my, Peja Stojakovic. Okay, he got a better shot.
That left shrimp.
Number. You know what? I'm gonna go number 1, number 5 because number 1 is like a given. I mean, this dude got a chance every year, and that's Joker with Denver. I mean, Joker. I mean, he just cold, bro. Number 2, reigning MVP SGA with OKC. Number 3, Giannis with the Bucks. I mean, like his team ain't going nowhere. I mean, but he gonna ball out. Like, ain't no quitting Giannis. So his numbers might be video game-esque this season to the point that they can't ignore him. Number 4, I got Luka. You know, because he's playing for the most high-profile team in the league, and he gonna put a lot of shots up. And his numbers are I mean, they're gonna look great on the surface, and he might fool some people into voting for him, you know, to be MVP. But number 5, you know, this is my real dark horse. I'm going Paolo Banchero of the Orlando Magic.
Pablo Cole.
That Brazilian Cole, bro. I mean, he can play, and if the Magic do what I think they can, he'll be in the conversation.
Hey, Chocolate, let me throw Derek White's forehead in here.
I was happy when you let that thing go, bro. Like, stop holding on, man. Stop holding on to that, D. Let that ride.
OG Anunoby. Remember that name.
He forgot it. What's my name?
Let me just real quick. I boo-booed earlier. I know this is not the norm, but I do want to touch on this. I want to talk about Michael Jordan's NBC debut. Maybe
Oh Lord.
very quickly we could just go around the horn. Howie, we'll start with you. Did you catch his debut? It looks like he sat down with Mike Rico for a few minutes, but he didn't talk about today's players. So quickly give us your thoughts on his debut on NBC.
I didn't see it. I totally missed it. So is he trying to do like play-by-play now?
I guess he's going to have a segment.
Sit down conversation at the house.
Okay. He could pretty much.
The main thing that people are complaining about is he didn't talk about today's players at all.
He's still on the old. He's still stuck in the past.
I don't think he talked about.
He'll talk about players, nobody at all.
No.
What did he talk about?
Paying it forward, and probably about wishing he could still play and stuff like that.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is he's an interesting character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you hear from him, it's always interesting. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't say a lot, but when he does stuff, it's like, he's another weirdo too that drinks a lot and smokes cigars. So I mean, you got to understand he gamble a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So and he's dumb rich. So when you got all that mixed up together, you could do all kind of weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? That people, people don't question. So
all right, Mo, what do you think?
This reminds me of that Kevin Hart joke of his grandfather. Look at the screen door. Look at this shit. Look at this right here. That's what he gonna be doing. Just looking at the league, talking about bashing everybody, and reminding everybody about his 6 rings. And if he was around, this would be this, and this would be that. And it probably would be. I don't know, but he's just an old person off social media yelling at people. That's what I see.
D. Jones?
I seen it. I thought, because I'm a Jordan fan. Well, okay. I thought it was dope because you don't hear him talk, and they didn't ask him questions about the game or nobody. They I don't know if they told them don't ask me these questions, but they just didn't ask him about today's game. He asked him, how do you feel about basketball? He's like, man, I ain't picked up basketball in years. Somebody asked me to shoot a free throw, and there was kids there, and I felt good about it. Like, damn, I lived up to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people's stories about me. And he said he wished he could take a magic pill and go play against these dudes because he just want to be competitive. I thought it was, I ain't gonna say super dope, but it wasn't bad. It was just what it was.
Jay, last word.
Listen, man, we touched on this like in the text chain about why they don't talk to Michael Jordan extensively. Because he's not interesting, bro. Like if he ain't playing basketball, he's not an interesting person. I saw the interview, man. He's sitting there across, from the interviewer, and he looking like that Ned the Wino painting, of Black Jesus on Good Time. That mug eyes is red in a mug, bro. I'm like,
his eyes be bloodshot red, bro.
Bro,
I thought it was just me. I was like, man, Jordan looked like he lit all the time.
Bro, I'm like, this dude. Remember, the last time, he went impromptu. He said the ceiling is the roof. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how his brain works. I mean, people are so enamored with their memories of him as a basketball player so that they just completely pay no attention to who he is as an individual. He ain't never had nothing interesting to say. Ever in my 52 years of living, I've never heard him say one thing interesting.
But
and that interview was the same thing.
I don't mean to cut you off, Jay, but that's why I use the word it's interesting every time he does interview because it's like it's weird. It's always something that ain't, you know what I'm saying? The jargon is always crazy.
And really, really the craziest thing I heard was OG Anunoby for
MVP.
That's all.
OG Anunoby. Remember that name.
All right, I got it.
He can't win MVP.
I got it. Obi-Wan
Bill
Kenobi. Let's go. Obi-Wan
He
Kenobi.
can't win MVP at the Rucker.
Guys, let's see if we can do this real quick. All right, let's go back to the questions. I know Frank likes to mix it up a little bit. Let me do this. Right.
We got 3 minutes.
No, we got 5.
Howie back in. Give us your top 5. See if we can quickly get through this before the show ends. Top 5 favorite diss tracks you ever heard.
Oh, we can do that.
All right, I gotta go through this real quick. I gotta go with No Vaseline, Ice Cube. That's incredible. What about How You Like Me Now? How about that? Cool Mo
How about
D.
that one?
You know what I'm saying? How about
I like
that?
that.
What about Get Money? Tupac. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. What about that one?
Oh, hit him up.
That was one of the hardest lines to ever open a song. And then I gotta go with 100 Miles of Running. That whole album was a diss back at Ice Cube. And then They Not Like Us. That's the number one diss song right now, so I gotta go with that.
All right, very good. Mo, top 5 diss tracks, favorite diss tracks you ever heard.
All right, number 5, I gotta go with the very first original diss rap ever done. It was Kool Mo D versus Busy B. And if you don't know about it, Google it. Kool Mo D versus Busy B. And it's the very first time somebody got dissed on wax. Number 2, number 3, number 4, Showstoppers. Salt and Pepper, their first record when they came into the industry was a diss to Dougie Fresh. It was called The Showstoppers because Dougie Fresh had a hit record called The Show. They took a swing and hit a home run at the biggest record that was out that year. Look it up.
I remember Push
The
It though.
bridge is over. Huh? What'd you say?
I said I remember Push It. Not that one.
This was long before Push It. They swing. So
Yeah.
The show was a big record out at that time. And for them to take a swing at it and hit a home run, they dissed Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. The bridge is over. KRS-One versus the Juice Crew. He took on the whole crew and slaughtered them. No Vaseline. Ice Cube. He another one took on the whole crew and slaughtered them. And I got Kendrick versus Drake. They Not Like Us. I got an honorable mention also. Roxanne Shante versus UTFO.
Yeah.
That's how she came into the industry.
All right, very good. D Jones, let's have your top 5 favorite.
I'm gonna be quick, but I just want to say thank y'all for making a mid 40-year-old man look young as hell. Because number 5, one of my favorite ones is Second Round Knockout by Cannabis when he dissed LL Cool J. I just thought it was cool. I thought it was dope. Number 4, how can you not put Ether on your list? Nas,
Oh my.
Jay-Z. But number 3, I got Takeover because I like Takeover better than Ether. Jay-Z went out after more than one person and murdered all of them. Number 2, I got No Vaseline. Like that might be the greatest diss song. If it wasn't for I fucked your bitch.
That's why I fucked your bitch, fat motherfucker. That's got to be the hardest opening line of this song I ever heard in my life.
But Howard, the coldest in the song, he said, "Die slow, nigga, die slow."
Right.
What did Chino XL do to anybody?
We gonna make sure your kids don't grow.
What did Chino XL do to people? Fuck you too. Like, right. Coffee. Like, what the
Right. Fuck you too.
Oh boy. That's terrible.
More, is that it?
That's it. That was 5.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Jay, you're up.
We'll go quick. Not Like Us, number 5 spot. It could be higher, but I'm old school, baby. Number 4, The Bridge Is Over. BDP killed that joint. To this day, it is an anthem, and people don't even know why they love this song. You dun 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 dun. It's over. 3. Now this was tough, but I put it in number 3. Number 3, I got Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. That song is absolutely diabolical. No man should ever say this to another man ever in life. Number 2, No Vaseline. I mean, that thing was just vicious. And number 1, I got Ether with Nas dissing Jay-Z. And what made it so diabolical was that he put personal stuff in there. Talking about your big ass lips, you running to me, hiding from people, asking me. No, I mean he unleashed secrets in that joint,
I ain't
bro.
even give you my number.
I ain't even give you my number. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was ew. It's just diabolical, man. Just diabolical.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's wrap things up. Howie, Why don't you start by telling all the women in Houston how they can unfollow you?
All the women in Houston.
I heard you guys yesterday, and I was on the floor, and I'm telling you right now, one of these days when I'm driving home, you guys are gonna make me crash. That was pisser. All kidding aside, though, tell
What I
everybody
do?
how
What
they can
I
follow
what
you.
I say against Houston?
Oh, come on, don't make me pull up
What
the
didn't you say?
Don't make me
What
pull up the
did
receipt.
you say against Houston?
What?
Oh, just you can't go to Houston is what you said.
I love Houston. That's one of my favorite cities in America.
Oh my
How
God!
did I miss Houston? Where did that come from?
Man, they got your picture at the airport.
I'm still confused as to how. Where I'm trying to figure out how that happened. Anyway, Howie Bizzell, come find me. Houston, talk to me. What did I do wrong? Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZELL. And then tomorrow we're gonna be at Detroit Detroit Coffee Sip Brew. I think I'm saying it wrong, but we're gonna be it's on Plymouth near Southfield Freeway. And we're going to be meet and greeting with the cast of Unexpected Christmas. So y'all come hang out with us and get a free latte on us.
All right, very good. Hey, Mo, tell everybody how they can follow you.
MOE_comic on Instagram and www. I ain't been to Houston, but I think y'all are smart and fine.com.
D Jones, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Listen, tonight it goes down. Chicago Bulls, Raging Bulls, bullshit, Pistons by 6. That's what we do.
Oh
Tell
man!
everybody how they can follow you.
You follow me at JD Hayes over here at Fan Base and Howie. Houston's all right.
I swear I'm confused. I am so lost
How you,
right now.
All right,
how you
guys.
don't remember what you said? For real?
Not about
All right,
not the diss thing. How did I diss Houston?
All right, listen.
What did you drink yesterday?
This is
Nothing.
you guys have
I
been
was
watching
there
Hot
like, what is
Beats.
that?
We're on every day from 5 to 6. Make sure you guys tune in.
Y'all talk about my
Talk
weed
Sports.
dealer.
And Frank,
I don't have any.
we'll see you guys
Hold
tomorrow.
on, hang up.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
Hey, so Howard, you know what I thought about when you
Hey, what you need, yeah?